Here's a short video on how to operate the pellet burner in Villa Golfamar. To check to see if there's enough pellets to use, the first thing we need to do is open the top bar here. Underneath here you'll see our pellet catch. This just slides out. And here, even though the pellets are empty, there's actually a grid behind here which you can look into and see how many pellets are there. It's essentially important that you don't overflow the grid with pellets, otherwise the fire will not light. There shouldn't be any need to open the fire itself, except if we need to clean it, but it's pretty maintenance free in here. This is the hopper which burns the pellets. If the pellet feed tray and the grid are empty of pellets, then it's very easy to fill up and recharge. Take around a bucket full of pellets here, pour them into the tray, and that many pellets will last around about 6 hours. Pellets are incredibly cheap, they're about €5, and they're from Aldi, Leroy Merlin, any major stores. And actually we keep supply here as well, so you shouldn't really need to buy them. There's also this little scoop which you can press the pellets now into the hopper, just like this. We're going to try and put them in fairly central. If they go too much towards the edges, then they tend to catch and don't burn. And now I'm just going to close the pellet tray there, shut its little fascia, and we're ready to light the fire. The fire must be plugged into the mains to work, otherwise the piezoelectric lighting system will not ignite. To start the fire, press and hold the start button for a couple of seconds and it will say smokes initial. That means the fire is going to start lighting in just a few minutes time. Now be patient, because this can take between 5 and 15 minutes. You might hear some strange whirring noises coming from the fire, but don't worry, soon it will be up and running. Some pellets will be fed into the hopper. You don't have to do anything here. This just happens all by itself. Then the hopper will heat up and the pellets will ignite. The pellets are in the hopper's heating up, and as you can see on the remote control, it says wait for flame. So let's do that. We can see after just a few minutes a few sparks coming off of the pellets, and it won't be long now until they ignite. The fire is pretty much smoke free, so it should be really clean and efficient to burn. And here it is. Just in that moment, the pellets have begun to ignite. By pressing the flame button here, we can set the power. By pressing the temperature button here, we can adjust the temperature. And in about 10 minutes, the fan will cut in. Now the fan won't cut in until it gets warm enough, but as soon as it does, the fan will come on, and there's also a function to adjust the fan strength should we so need to. When we're finished with the fire, simply press and hold the off button for about 2 seconds and the fire will begin to shut down. Do bear in mind it takes a good 10 minutes to shut down from flaming, and it's always advisable not to leave the fire burning and leave the villa. Whilst the fire is very safe, it is a combustible naked flame after all. So just to recap, don't overfill the hopper. We don't need too many pellets in there. If you overfill it, it won't work. Use the remote control to start up the fire. You don't really need to do anything else. It's self-cleaning. You may need to top up the pellets from time to time if the fire's been on for an awfully long time. You can adjust the temperature, you can adjust the fan, and you can adjust how many pellets are being fed into the machine. And do leave a good 10 to 15 minutes before it starts up, and then a good 10 to 15 minutes afterwards when it's shut down. Thank you so much for watching this video.